Hello, I am a G10 student at UWC ISAK Japan, and today I will be interviewing Alvarosan, who's part of the facility in the school. Hello, Alvarosan, and thank you for being here today. Now, without
Hello.
further ado, let's start
Oh,
with the
thank you.
questions. So,
Sure.
Alvaro-san, you're responsible for a lot of things around campus, and to fulfill this responsibility, you have to work in teams with other people. So, how do you make sure you are on track with what you're doing? And how do you manage to stay measured and organized at all times?
Well, I think like the most important thing is if you are having fun with you do whatever it is, it doesn't matter much your tasks. But if you're having fun and you are doing well, especially with the people you work with, I think it's a good clue that you are doing the right thing. And sorry, the next was
How do you manage to stay measured and organized at all times?
it's quite it is the hardest part to be organized all the time. I just keep doing what I have to do because if I, take some time for, especially when you're doing different tasks in the same time, is
Mm,
the most difficult uh, challenge to keep organized. Always
right.
when you're doing two or three things, especially with what we do here in facilities, always you're dealing with many different things in the same time. I just keep doing
Mm,
uh, because if we stop, it's hard to be organized.
right, right. And do you think it changes the outcome of your plans when you work with different people?
I don't think it is important. Like I don't. Well, I've been here for 27 years in Japan. When I
Mm,
was in Brazil, perhaps I thought like was important.
yeah.
Always concerning with the people I'm gonna work with.
Hmm.
But after come to Japan, everything changed because I could not. First of all, I had to work with different nationalities in the
Right.
same workplace, and I understood it is not that important because if we have the same goals in the end,
Mm,
it doesn't matter your nationality, is gonna be okay. So
mm,
I don't concern much with the people I'm gonna work with because I think the goal is more important than the people you are working with.
right, right, makes sense. So, how do you make people willingly listen to you and your plans for a goal you hope to achieve?
It's difficult. Uh, First, I think if we have a good communication with your team, with the people you're working with,
Mm,
everything's gonna be okay.
right.
Communication is most important. If you're connecting with them with words and thinking, it's easy to make they work with you in the same way for the same goal. If you don't have a good communication in every meeting, it's quite difficult. Communication is the most important thing of all.
Yeah, you're right. So, do you have steps you usually follow to break down your goals into smaller components?
Yes, usually uh, I do like part by part.
Mm,
Usually I know all the project, like with working with something, we are working on something. Uh, I divide in small parts and I choose the most important ones because like if you don't work well in the first steps,
mm,
in the middle or in the end, you're gonna have lots of problems. So I identify which one is the most important.
mm,
Uh, who, for example, if we're working a team, who is gonna do this and do that, and then we divide in small parts, and then we do. Mostly it's
right.
like this. Yeah.
Mm,
Like
Oh.
I think like the proper answer would be to identify the most important part in the task
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
put all strength there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I see.
So, what's one of the biggest challenges you've faced in your career?
Uh, I think it was moving to Japan.
Mm,
Yes, I was living in Brazil when I was 26 years old, and I had an opportunity to move here. And
mm-hmm.
I came, Japan sometimes can be like it's not another country. It can be like another planet. It's totally different. Everything's different.
Yeah.
Now it got better, but 27 years ago, believe me, I was living in a town with 23 foreigners that I don't know where they are.
Mm,
It was only me. I didn't speak Japanese well.
right.
It was, and I see now everywhere you go is much better.
Mm,
I don't feel like I'm an alien, but in
mm,
past was like an alien. I go to supermarket, everyone is pointing you. Look,
mm,
I think it was coming to Japan was the most challenging of all in my career. Just coming to
yeah.
here, it's not only
Mm,
work but everything.
yeah. Yeah. So, so, what are some needs that you've identified multiple times throughout the years for your work?
It's I think it is to respect everyone first of all.
Mm,
The second thing is to keep open communication channels with everyone everywhere.
yeah.
That's the most important value for me. Yes,
Mm, mm. So,
respect and good communication. I use
okay.
it every day.
Hmm. So, what
Yeah,
values do you think you've picked up from these challenges and just from the entire years that you've been here?
it was uh, a difficult question. I think it was I learned how to be accepted, even if I was and it makes me accept also the different people.
Hmm. That's
Sure.
really nice.
Yes.
So I think that's the end of the interview. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.